The Duke of Sussex changed into barred from giving the salute at the country funeral of his grandmother Queen Elizabeth II after he and his spouse Meghan stepped down as senior individuals of the royal-owned circle of relatives in 2020. During the funeral procession, Prince Harry changed into photographed along different individuals of his own circle of relatives who have been sporting army uniform. As they accomplished of army salute, Harry changed into visible bowing his head, together along with his palms through his sides. Many human beings up and down the USA could have spent the day transfixed to the TV, looking because the royal family bids farewell to Queen Elizabeth II. So far, we have found the mystery that means in the back of the flora on Her Majesty's coffin, the reassuring gesture Kate Middleton made in the direction of Princess Charlotte and the shifting second Meghan Markle wiped away tears. However, there may be nevertheless extra to speak about in terms of this ancient event. Ahead of the funeral, the Queen's kids and a handful of her grandchildren accomplished a salute out of doors Westminster Abbey. But, not like his brother Prince William, Prince Harry did now no longer salute, as a substitute retaining his palms through his sides. It wasn't lengthy earlier than royal lovers took to social media to invite why, and the solution is all to do with the Duke of Sussex's status in the royal family. To recap, Ultimate Week it changed into introduced that Prince Harry could now no longer be sporting army uniform to the Queen's funeral, notwithstanding having spent a decade with inside the Navy and venture excursions of Afghanistan. This is due to the fact simplest running individuals of the royal family are approved to do so. That means Prince Andrew, who changed into stripped of his titles, could additionally be required to put on a mourning fit as opposed to army uniform. Although Harry changed into later granted unique permission to put on army uniform to the grandchildren's vigil to the Queen, the equal cannot be stated for his proper to army salute. To apprehend why, let's test that means in the back of a salute. Saluting is of army custom through which a soldier indicates acknowledgement of the due admire to an advanced rank. In this case, individuals of the royal family are saluting to Her Majesty, who changed into the top of the militia and served as their commander-in-chief. However, despite the fact that Prince Harry changed into inside the army, he waved goodbye to army practices while he stepped again from his function as a senior royal. That means he changed into not able to salute along his own circle of relatives individuals in the course of the Queen's funeral. Last week, Prince Harry launched an assertion approximately his grandmother's passing and referenced the sturdy bond they shared, in addition to the honor he had for her from an army perspective. Granny, at the same time as this very last parting brings us exquisite sadness, I am all the time thankful for all of our first meetings from my earliest youth recollections with you, to assembly you for the primary time as my commander-in-chief, to the primary second you met my darling spouse and hugged your loved one exquisite grandchildren, he stated. I cherish those instances shared with you and the various different unique moments in between. You are already sorely missed, now no longer simply through us, however through the sector, and because it involves first meetings, we now honor my father in his new function as King Charles III. Prince Harry and Prince Andrew have been each not able to participate in salute rite to the Queen Elizabeth II's coffin in the course of the respectable burial rite, considering the fact that they're now no longer running royals. The Queen changed into saluted twice. As soon as out of doors Westminster Abbey and as soon as earlier than her coffin changed into taken from Wellington Arch with inside the centre of London to Windsor. The King led his own circle of relatives and Severa Army employees in each salutes. Prince Harry and Andrew, who have been each sporting mourning fits, have been now no longer allowed to salute due to the fact it's far a lifestyle and a responsibility. This is simplest accomplished through individuals who are in uniform. Prince William, Prince Edward, Princess Anne, and Charles all saluted the coffin at the same time as sporting army uniforms. However, the Duke of York and the Duke of Sussex remained immobile with their palms firmly at their sides. The princes have been attired in conventional mourning fits due to the fact they have been forbidden from attending maximum ceremonial engagements of their army uniforms, now considering the fact that they have been now no longer running royals. Prior to his grandmother's passing, Prince Harry stated he did now no longer need interest centered on his apparel to detract from remembering her existence, and Carrier.The King virtually asked that the focal point be stored at the existence and legacy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, due to the fact his decade of army career isn't always dictated through the uniform he wears. The King granted Prince Harry and Andrew unique permission to face protect across the Queen's coffin at the same time as it lay in country in Westminster Hall ultimate week. They have been each allowed to put on their army uniforms. During the grandchildren's vigil on Saturday night, Prince Harry, who served deployments in Afghanistan in the course of his 10-12 months army career, changed into approved to place on his Blues and Royals #1 uniform. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share with us your thoughts in the comment section.